It's week 6 of the NFL, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Don't jump, ready?
Fields going to throw right away. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He juked him, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hooker sliding out of the pocket. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Here's a screen for Robinson. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5. The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Hooker now on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now a bootleg with Hooker. He'll buy some time right. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Hooker into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 10. Fields again. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Escaping the pressure right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He finds Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And the Lions first down.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting one backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
At the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap. Fields completes to Mooney on the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Fields. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
Green, red, black, yellow, line.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Hooker's going to throw it. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll roll him out right. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Hooker going to try to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. From the gun, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they're able to get that drive with 3 points, and the this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Shakes off the sack. Now he's flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Jaden Reed, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown reception. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Hendon Hooker and the Lions ready to go back on offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. He's got it to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Hooker. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Hooker now off play action. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be the second half.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Back to throw, Fields. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Motion left with Mooney. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them with short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 26 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Fields on 1st down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Fields. incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rolling to his right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And quickly they get to the line. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he fins it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go play action. Here's Hooker sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Riley Patterson, the kicker.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the option left is Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now motion left with Mooney. They start the drive with Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fields. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
For Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Fields throwing again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook with 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. And his kick is good. It just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Fields and the Bears down by a field goal. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Able to find Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 80 seconds remain, 2nd and 10. All eyes on Fields. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Cook running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Now Fields. To the sideline and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll come up now on second down. Throwing here is Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Hooker. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Hooker. Here's a screen for Robinson. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Hooker. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
All play action. Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play,
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. To throw is Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Being chased out left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Yellow, line, check white.
And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Hooker to throw. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get 1 extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis